Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Imperialism as Russia. Let's continue on for last left off. So, last time we finally defeated the Germans, and I was thinking, maybe, just maybe, we need to have a little bit of a break between another war. Because, you know, we took heavy casualties, we're trying to train up a lot more units. But at the same time, I was looking around, you know, I was getting my army prepared, just so, you know, we didn't have between episodes. And I was looking, the Nubian Federation, Italy, and France. They have, like, Italy has at most 22 divisions. That's pretty bad. France has at most 77. Austria has at most 75. So my plan of waiting it out, I legitimately think is honestly not even worth it. I think we're just going to wait for our troops to deploy to the front lines that I have already created for them. We'll draw out those lines here a little bit. Red army basically is going to take over the coastline. Blue army, you're going to push away north, go towards Budapest. You guys are going to claim all of Transylvania. Then you, congratulations, you're moving your way towards Vienna. I think those all make perfect sense. This army here on the Swiss border, I'm going to prepare an invasion of Switzerland. But I don't think we want to invade Switzerland for the obvious reason that it's entirely made of the mountains, and mountains suck. Don't want to deal with that situation. What are you waiting about? You're about the Dutch. I'm guessing the Dutch have technically not uncapitulated themselves. Also, we don't care about Master of Puppets. Thank you. Yeah, I'm guessing because you're not technically uncapitulated quite yet. I mean, you will be soon. So I'm not too concerned with it. Have you guys move your way towards the major rivers? So there's a small chance that if the Tripartite Pact completely falters in this episode, this might actually end up being the final episode of this campaign. Because I'm not too sure if we're going to end up invading the United Kingdom. I mean, even then, they don't have really a lot of troops. It might just be like a complete repeat of what we did against them in the Germany campaign. Now that we've done this, we don't have enough manpower on the field. Really? We have 1.88 million, probably because of all the casualties we took. In the tank divisions, I'm only going to deploy one. Just one basic row. And they're not great units. Right? I will not try to lie to you and say that they're fantastic tanks. But is that enough for us to get at 2 million? We're at 1.96. Close. But not quite there. We'll have you just way straight to Bordeaux. I said we're going to have you go straight to Bordeaux. There we go. Thank you. Deploy to that line as soon as you can. I do think we can upgrade our equipment now that we're no longer actually in war. And again, if we're missing, like, not missing that many men. If we deploy any of these infantry, we'll just deploy until we hit 2 million in the field. 0.19. 2 million. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Okay, third Rome on its way to glory. Have you just lead all these, have you just deploy out one. And for now, you will not even be assigned a commander. Actually, right now, you will just go over to the border here with the Qing. And the troops that are in China, they should be on this line there. I think that makes more sense. Get our troops deployed. And actually, if we're going to have them deploy over here, we might as well actually deploy them on this front. And that should be okay. I think we should be completely fine. I mean, stability is still good. We still have a lot of political power that we really can't... We honestly just can't spend our political power. There's nothing that we can, you know, actually utilize it with. Okay, so research technology. It is almost 36. I guess we go for, actually, for oil. I mean, we have enough fuel, especially now that we have Romania as a puppet state. It's probably not necessary. We'll go for organization on tanks and blitz. Yeah, let's go with that one. Research that right away. Sounds good to me. And I'm wondering, do we have so many troops? Not that we have so many troops. Is that really that Austria doesn't have that many men? I think Austria is the strongest of all the factions here. Britain stands tall. Are they preparing to do any wars? Our friends around the world, that might actually lead you to probably to expand your faction. Yeah, friends of the Commonwealth. So yeah, they need 500,000 men to be able to attack people. Apparently they can even attack the Japanese, but I mean, they're in a faction with Japan, so I don't think that's going to work out so well. But we might see the British try to expand their faction as much as possible. The Reichspakt, of course, does still exist. Venezuela and Spain are just in an alliance together. I mean, and that's fine. I'm not really going to be too concerned with them. 33 days for Light Tank 3? Absolutely. I will take that reduced cost no matter what. And I did say that at some point we were planning on invading the United States because Mexico does have there, if we look in here somewhere, air models, aligning with the world, New World Empire. I mean, that's them. Honduras, Cuba. That's them controlling a lot of stuff. Maybe one day we'll come back to this modern play as Mexico. I don't know when exactly that would be. But anyways, there was something in here about them. Germany feels threatened. I mean, it doesn't really matter. 1 million factories, get mobilization, dominate the Caribbean. British. Yeah, I mean, we can give them stuff. I mean, Cuba and them... I mean, I think some of these territories are actually part of the American faction. So I think we just kill the British and then... Yeah, because you're in my faction. Don't kill the British right away. The trade will pay in their blood. I don't actually know who this goes to war with. Because it doesn't actually give us a casus belli, so I'm a little bit curious. Traders will pay in their blood. Lines of love, restoration of world order. If the sword in countries leaves the organization automatically allies with the revolution, thus becoming our enemy. I don't know what revolution he's really talking about right now. Because we don't have a casus belli against France. France is not one of the countries we actually have listed here. We got Britain, France. No, we got Britain, Austria, Germany, and Japan. I'm guessing maybe this is the anti-French one, but I mean the other casus bellis in the other countries just explicitly say, hey, this is for attacking France, or you know, attacking Austria, attacking Japan, and so on and so forth. So we'll see. Maybe this allows you to attack a handful of smaller countries. I don't really know for certain. And who else would we really want to attack, though? I guess maybe the Greeks. I mean, Greece does have a decent front line. We probably want to use the Yugoslavians to try to deal with them. That at least would be my, What army did we send on this front? Yeah, I mean, we'll assign you to some sort of leader. And you will all deploy on this army for now. Urge, let's go, because we have our light tank 3. Could go for medium tanks, but probably not worth it. Yeah, let's go tank defense and a little bit more breakthrough. Producing old tanks, we'll upgrade those to newer tanks. And I mean, these units are ready to pop off. They're going to be our main, probably anti-Japanese force. And we got to also theoretically think about invading the Republic of China as well. They don't have that many troops. Well, of course, we will be able to invade from Russian Asia and from our empire in the north. Let's just try to attack the Federation. What did that unlock for us? Okay, so let's see. Finland is in our faction. You're in our faction. Poland, this would get us that war Poland if Poland still existed. So this is if your allies eventually, if your puppets break off, which I'm assuming is probably something that they'll be able to maybe do in the future. Right now, I think only Poland actually has the ability to actually break away. Colombia wants to join the faction? Absolutely. Seems completely okay. We do see the Americans are getting a little bit more powerful. But our alliance is getting stronger by the day. We don't really need to worry about the Reichspakt too much. The League of Nations... Maybe the Americans will get a little bit stronger, but even then, like, who would the Americans really bring into this war? I don't know. I don't know. Some Dutch troops down here. But I mean, it's fine, I think. The Austrians want to subjugate Hungary. Well, I'm going to tell you, Hungary doesn't even exist anymore, so they've done a very good job there. I guess you guys will just deploy here when you can. So we just want one. Subjugate Croatia. Again, you've already have done that. Our motorized divisions, we'll send them, I think, maybe like right here. And their job is going to try to push their way through here and then move into Italy as quickly as possible. Bohemia, again, you've already done that. I know that Austria, you can get a little confused sometimes. But you've already done all the things you're now setting out to do. I don't really know what they're planning. To be quite honest with you. The Greek front, I think, could end up being a little bit weak. Can I set up a, everyone from... Oh, we can't, because we're not at war. We can't actually bring these units in. I guess we can theoretically not call Yugoslavia into the war, but... I don't think that actually benefits us. I think we just get our casus belli against the Austrian. And just start the war right away. The casus belli is against everyone else. I don't think we need to worry about. I mean, a doctrine would be okay. Rocket site construction increases, air doctrine research bonuses. We'll go for the air doctrine research bonuses. Follow that up with a declaration of war against the Austrians. Yeah, call all of our puppet states in. If you're on any of these armies, congratulations, you have my go-ahead to just immediately start invading Austria. We have aircraft in the area. We should, theoretically. Let's fly you here, go over the Alpine region. Fighters, make your way down to Czechoslovakia. Go down to here. Fly over this region. And you go to Czechoslovakia. Strategic bombers, congratulations, you're also going to go to the Alpine region. Italy's joined the war. I'm assuming France is going to join the war as well at some point. Maybe Greece will, but that's, I think, a little bit potentially less likely to actually occur. Recon company upgrades. 500 days, too expensive. I can tell you that right now. I'll go for these other really, really cheap techs. And are you all on? Because I know some of you are probably still on careful. And I do not think we need careful battles right now. I think just invasions will end up working for us. You do submarine divisions, not, you know, fantastic unit. Okay. France has joined the war. You guys don't attack. We don't really want to be pushing the Swiss border at all, if we can avoid it. For I think obvious reasons. We're pushing a little bit into Hungary here. Greece has now joined the war. Actually means that this army that I put here, a funny story. I should have had you actually on the border with Greece. For you to be on this front. Get another commander here. You are going to get Anatolian troops, Persian troops. Deploy to that line. We'll assign ourselves a commander. Congratulations to you. Deploy here as soon as you possibly can. We have our tanks here. Get them a little bit of support from these guys. Regular battle plans as well. And the troops up towards the north. I think we're kind of okay keeping them as is. And we're a little bit worried about the Greeks here, but if Greece wants to try to maybe focus on killing Anatolia, I'm honestly okay with them being a pretty good distraction. Okay, Med Army, you have kind of trapped these units. Are they in a port province? No. Okay, well, they will just end up being killed. Love to see it. And they did not do what I wanted them to do, unfortunately. Set you down to regular battle plan. You here. There. I have noticed that okay, now my sound effects are actually working again, actually. Like, we should 3.2 versus I mean, actually 3.5 at most is substantially more than I would have originally expected. Brazil would have to fight against Colombia, Peru, and Argentina. Peru doesn't actually have an army. They have 1 troop. Argentina has a bit more, but even then, not too many. Gotta kind of deal with this as well. I mean, I guess I could... Where are these extra units? Let's deploy... So that you're at least at to the nice 16. Deploy the rest of 32 here. 16's underneath a new field marshal. Chinese generals there as well. We should have a lot of do we have any more generals? I don't know. Promote a few. Just hire some more people. Congratulations on your promotion. And just assign whoever we have. You are going to go on this front. You're basically just, hey, I should have accounted better for the Greeks. That's my own fault. But how do we have to get all these guys down? At 20%, 20%, 10% for France. 20% for you and 20%. Okay, so nothing too crazy. Of course, because Austria did end up, like, basically federalizing the country, it will make killing them a little bit harder since we can't just, we cannot simply just kill Austria and the entire faction basically falls apart like we did last time. That as that may be. The fronts in the north are doing okay. Looks like you guys here... Basically, there's not really too many men on this front. And actually, they're sending French units over here, which I would probably recommend they don't do. For the obvious reason that, hey, you probably need to defend France proper. A little bit. Got our reinforcements on their way. Again, you might lose a little bit of land. So be it. Wait, is France going to go to war with... France are trying to path to glory. I mean, they're in the Reichspact. Are they going to go towards Spain? I don't think so. I mean, it would be nice if they did. I wouldn't complain about it, but I don't... Doesn't seem likely. How's the war in France going? We were doing pretty okay to begin with. For tank divisions, I would actually move you guys, I think, north. You're just going to go all the way, capture the northern territories here. You guys, careful battle plans. I don't want you being too aggressive. I don't think it's worthwhile for you. You get one of our units surrounded. Excellent, excellent. Your job is moving your way to here. Your job is moving your way down to there. Let's kind of go for a basic push to Thessalonica. I do think that this army, if you're actually in the area, be as aggressive as possible and push your way towards Constantinople. You might lose a couple of allies here. Did get stack wiped. I mean, they could theoretically put another unit in that army, but it might not actually be worthwhile. At least for right now. There are tanks. They're on their way. Once the tanks here, we do see that the British are trying to support the... Oh, Constantinople wants to join the faction? Oh, absolutely. Italy wants to join the faction? Of course, welcome. Afghanistan wants to join the faction? Oh, of course. Why would I not want you in the faction as well? So that is 3 more countries. In Constantinople, I don't really know... Would you actually even join this war? No. Which is not a huge surprise, but I mean, I welcome you in here anyway. Question is, like, if I give theoretically Constantinople all of Greece, I might actually end up doing that. Give all of Greece to Constantinople. I think it would be fun. Our troops up here. I mean, they did take over Montenegro. It's a little bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Fed back on normal aggressive numbers. You don't need to be on super aggressive, just be on normal for now. It's really, I think, you also go on normal, at least for the time being. But I think aggressive movements might not be in your best interest. That's probably how we just end up losing too many men. But the tanks now. Definitely try to support these units. They have decent breakthrough. Yeah, but the British helping them isn't wonderful news. Constantinople. Now that we're actually on your border, what do you accept? The answer is no. But if I take this city, you might end up joining. But to kind of wait and see on that, though. Americans have also decided to join in on this war. I mean, again, I'm not too surprised by this. I like more units as well. 150 air experience, war support. I mean, war support's already fine. We dropped down stability a little bit. But I really don't think enough to actually majorly affect the outcome of this battle. I would like more units. I mean, we're fighting a large front line, right? I don't think anybody can deny. Even Spain's actually helping these guys. I'm not happy about. Hold position. If we can try to push them out of Montenegro as best as we possibly can. Because they want some naval invasions, and actually naval invasion into France. We already have naval superiority. So is there an army that we could take off of the front and feel relatively okay with it? Honestly, it might be purple. You have an army. Yeah, we can throw you in there. I guess we could call in our vassal states to fight a little bit of an army. Persia, Afghanistan has some troops coming on our way as well. I think, like, what's the optimal play here? I think it's trying some sort of naval invasion. I don't know if we can, like, navally invade Adriatic. That, I think, seems a little bit less likely to work. Guys. Armies. Just hold on for a moment. How many casualties have we sustained? 452,000. We've already lost more men than their entire faction. But to be fair, we so far have been the attacker, which typically leads to you taking more casualties. Join the war yet? Base reluctance -20. It's actually not because of dangerous borders, which is what I was assuming it was. Let's shrink your line to basically just be around Montenegro. For right now. Got a little bit of surround on you. Try to kill these units off. 96 to 120. They might have deployed more units. Entirely possible. Like, where do we have army that we can maybe deploy somewhere else? Like, again, I don't really know. Some troops here, put you down here. Deploying northwards as well. I mean, my best guess would be purple. Or we do this thing where we just take an army off of... I mean, I guess there's a... no, we can't abandon the Swiss border. I think Switzerland needs to stay where it is. Do we have guns? We still do have 26,000 rifles. I guess we could just train up a small 16 stack. Have them deploy... No. Let's deploy a German army just because it'll actually be slightly closer. 7-2. We have artillery to make a 7-2 work. Kind of. You know what, Germany? How do you have an 18.8 combat width? I have no idea. I didn't know you could have a decimal. We'll get a 16 stack of German units. Have them deploy as soon as they can, and we're going to have them try to navally invade somewhere else in France. Get their units a little bit split off. Try and take over split. Keep on putting pressure on you. On you. Air bases, anti-air infrastructure. We'll get this going. But I think at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not doing, please thumb down. Subscribe, and goodbye.